behind us. Oh my goodness gracious. Thought the gimbal was charged. It is not. Guys, I had a weekend, so I'm gonna tell you all about it once we get fully into our walk. I'm really excited to show you some Christmas decorations here in Celebration and kind of, you know, recap the week a little bit with you. Let me turn this around. Celebration does a really great job at, you know, decorating for all the holidays, but look at that sunrise already. Absolutely beautiful. Hey, Lynette, good morning. Good morning, Mark. Let me see if I can do a little maneuver right here. Good morning, Lady Kirk. Hold on one moment. Nope, that's not gonna work. Okay. Sorry. All right. So we did get our coffee this morning, and I'm gonna show you different parts of downtown Celebration because we do have the Christmas tree set up. At night, they also do some snow in the town square. There's some ice skating and things like that. And we're gonna walk through the town and kind of check it out. So thank you all for being here this morning. I hope you all had a wonderful weekend. And I acknowledge you for taking time out of your day to start your week out strong. Good morning, Captain Kirk. And we also have some special guests this morning. I'm excited to show you who's here with us. But normally every morning I go to the gym at 5 a.m. and I have a wonderful group of women that work out with me. And after we come down to Celebration and have some coffee. So they decided to hang out a little bit by the lake. And I wanted to kind of showcase them briefly before we get into our chat for this morning. So I sit and have a minute, and normally on Fridays I have some laughs with my friends. They're all the way over there, so we're gonna just say hello really quick and then start our journey. This is like one of the best views, in my opinion, in the morning. The sunrise is always so beautiful over Celebration. It's a little chilly this morning, but I forgot my jacket. We're okay. And I'm gonna do my best not to shake the phone too much. But I appreciate you all being here, whether you're watching on a replay or you're watching live. Thank you so much. And consider subscribing if you're not already. And definitely hit that like button so we can share the stream with more people. And here are my crazy friends. Say hello. You are literally live. Hello, Lee.
It's Motivational Monday. Go be yourself, be your authentic self, be your best self.
Everybody's talking all at once, just so you know.
We love it here, and we love level up games, and we love.
Okay, everybody's talking at once.
Keep pushing.
Good morning, everybody. Hi. We're having a great morning. We're talking about great things.
It's a Monday.
It's a Monday.
We're staying hydrated.
Never miss a Monday.
Stay hydrated. Mind your business. Drink water and mind your business. You know,
Good morning, Shelly.
Drink water and mind your business. And the sun is rising. Yes. The sun is rising. What a great way to start your day, am I right?
What a great way to start.
Yes.
Start your day at Celebration, Florida.
Yes.
It's so lovely.
It's lovely here. Go get them.
We also match. Can
Remember
you
to
tell?
breathe.
We only
They're
hang out with people
matching.
who wear the same outfit.
Oh, that's so true. You guys are matching.
Yeah, remember to breathe.
I'm a
Remember to
really busy
breathe.
girl.
All right. Any words of wisdom for the week? Anyone want to share anything?
Honestly, just take it one day at a time.
Okay. Coming from
Don't
Kaylee.
overload yourself.
Okay.
And if you are just having a busy season, as everyone is, just be purposeful with the decisions of where you're going to go and what you're going to do, and if it's really fulfilling or not.
I love that. And what is your one word for 2025? We did a whole stream about it. So tell us what.
Big reveal. My word of the year next year is going to be purpose.
I love that so
So
much.
think of your word of the year.
Yes.
I don't mind.
Whitney, any words of wisdom?
Even when you don't want to do it, just do it. So I'm gonna take the Nike word. Continue to strive on. I was so sore this morning I didn't want to get up, but I got up and I did it with my girls.
Love it.
Yes.
Words of wisdom?
Probably not.
Committed. Stay committed.
No, I'm not asking you for your one word, but I'm just saying, like, if you like have a something to share with the class.
I don't.
No, it's okay.
I'll let
I'm putting
know
you on the
next
spot.
time.
I'm putting you on the spot.
I'll be on a plane soon.
Giggles? Anything?
Stay consistent.
I love that.
Run your own race. Don't compete with anybody, and be your best self.
I love that. Are you cold?
Freezing.
She looks cold. Brooke, any words of wisdom?
Not
No.
on this Monday.
Not on this Monday. It's okay. It's okay. Angela?
Excellence in all you do. Service before self.
Ooh.
My word is momentum. At your
Ooh.
own pace, your own race, and keep pushing.
I love that. Thank you. Thank you, ladies. I'm going to go for a walk now, but thanks for being on my stream.
Enjoy the lights.
Yeah, we're going to look at
people.
lights.
Enjoy the lights.
Oh yeah.
You got to do it really quickly.
Enjoy the lights.
But yeah, we always take a picture by the lake. Look at this sunrise.
people do you have on?
Right now 11. It is early.
Enjoy the lights.
That's a good number.
11 people.
Right now. But we're hoping more as the day goes on and watches the replay. Yes, Lady Kirk, it is an amazing group of ladies. Thank you. They're very happy about that.
Up for the photo.
No, you're not putting your hood up.
Oh, it's happening.
No.
It's my signature.
Okay.
And Kaylee.
All right, hold on. Here we go.
Get in the light.
I don't have a long arm.
Wait, guys, the sunset is this way.
I know. Why are we getting this in there?
Yeah,
Turn
why
it
are we
around.
getting green
Turn it around.
tarps?
Yeah.
Turn it around.
But I don't have a long arm, Whitney.
The other
Okay.
piece of
Oh.
advice is always get the good lighting.
They get to look at it. Sorry.
Or you can
We're doing it fast.
Oh, maybe
We're
that's
doing-
why.
Here we
So
go.
you
It's
got your
okay.
flash
Here we
on?
go. 1, 2. Stay still. Wow. Okay. That's great. All right.
Go get them.
Bye, ladies. See you later.
Bye. Bye, livers.
All right. We are going to now walk. Sorry, I wasn't in it for the good lighting. Okay. Look at these trees. They have little icicles. Lights. Yes. Thank you, Lee. So normally they have these lights across the street here. Not the big snowflakes, but they'll change it up for whatever season it is. So here we go. At night, they do block off the street and have it snow here in the middle of celebration. And it's super cute, but we have the tree. Usually the tree is lit up, but I guess for the mornings they don't do that. But I'd like to also take a minute and just also say, if you're someone that's new here or if you've been here before, I appreciate you being here, and just know that this is a safe space. Feel free to ask any questions, put anything in the comments, and I will be sure to address those throughout the stream. But I want you to know there's no judgment here. No question is a silly question. Everybody is welcome. So these are really cute. They have these, like, it looks like birdhouses, but each of them has like a different reindeer name on there, and that's where the Snoop comes out. It's really, really cute. If you've been to Orlando before, but you've never been to Celebration, this is the best time of year to kind of come down and walk around. Such a cute little town. And this is where they do their ice skating. It's like fake ice, obviously. Aw, thanks, Eric. They are excellent people. I love them. It's good to find a supportive community, and honestly, I was going to talk about that on the stream as well. And kind of address the fact that it's so important to have community. I was watching a video this weekend about aging and adding years onto your life, and they talked about how you can literally add years to your life by just being around people and having a sense of community. And if you're someone who doesn't have a community, they talked about how there's a lot of different places that have like art classes and things like that. If you're doing some sort of like creative expression, whether it be theater or like painting or sculpting class, or maybe like a music class, something like that, where you're getting to create, but also connecting with people, that is the best way to add some fulfillment into your life and adding more value and years to your life. So I thought that was pretty cool. The importance of community. So if you've been on my stream before, you've seen that we kind of do a little walk around celebration. They have cute little squares in between. I do want to find some decorations, and I know that there's a good block that has some, so we're gonna walk this way. I apologize if the video is a little bit shaky. I thought yet again that the gimbal was charged. Didn't realize that my boyfriend Pete used this gimbal, so it was drained. So here we are trying to just keep the camera steady. And we talked a lot I think it was maybe 3 weeks ago, about our one word for 2025. And I'm still kind of on the fence, stuck between two words, but I think I'm leaning towards the word peace for 2025. And I think that really encompasses what I've been trying to do this year. And like with every facet of my life, my word this year was intention. So going into everything that I did this year, I was really trying to be intentional about why I was doing certain things and why I was saying certain things and behaving in certain ways, and just trying to get to the root of the behavior or the action or the feeling or the thought. And that kind of helped me to grow and transform, as I did complete 75 hard twice this year. I was really intentional about the food I was putting into my body, the things I was watching and listening to. So that really helped my growth this year. And I will say that it was a huge success picking the word intention. And I really hope that you guys, if you've never done this before, consider selecting a one word for 2025. All right, so we're gonna go down here. Some people have lights on their balcony, which is cute, but there are some lights over here, so we're gonna check this out. And if you're confused or don't know what it means to select a one word, I did do a stream at the Grand Floridian, and we talked all about one word. So after the stream, if you want to go back and check that out, absolutely give it a watch, give it a listen, and consider sharing it if you think that someone in your life would benefit from selecting one word. Please share it. And I apologize if I'm coming across as I'm panting, but I am a little cold and I don't have gloves and my hands are freezing. So I'm trying to warm up. All right, so this is a cute little setup we have here. Love these soft lights. I'm not a big colored lights gal, but these are just softer and I really like that. We got a little snowman here. And then Santa, I know him on the porch. What a huge Santa, actually. So cute. Oh, that's beautiful. Little Mickey wreath too. Super cute. So we are going to chat about some of the things I've been reading in Brenè Brown's book. I thought it was just me, but it isn't. And it's a book about realizing that you are worthy and you are not alone. Everybody shares the same feeling of shame in different aspects of their life. And we talked a lot about that on the last stream. I'm going to share some more findings from this week, things that I've read. And I know we have some people in the chat as well that are reading this book. So feel free to jump in if you have anything you'd like to share where you're at in the book, because I always encourage that as well. I'm not going to walk down here, but there are some cute decorations down this street. Let's see what we got here. So we talked a lot last week about the idea of shame and how people get confused with the word embarrassment and kind of use it interchangeably with the word shame. Good morning, Leslie. So when we talked about embarrassment is something that eventually, when we go back and look at the event, it's going to be something that is funny, that we can just laugh at something that happened, right? It's not something that is deeply rooted in our memory. Look how cute this is. But shame is something that we feel, and Brenè Brown kind of talks about how you can look at shame as like, I am a bad person, not I did something bad. When we think about the idea of like embarrassment, it's I did something bad, but when we think about the idea of shame and how that's felt, it's that like I am a bad person. Like that's the association. And that's a good way to like remind yourself how to distinguish between those two. And Brenè says that shame only works if we feel alone in it. And that is really how it's going to grow and manifest. But if you are somebody that wants to work in healing your shame, the best thing to do is talk it through and give language to what you're feeling. This, I think, is so pretty. Cute little walkway. And the irony behind the idea of shame is the experiences that make us feel most alone are actually universal experiences. Lynette says, I had to stop reading it for a while because it was bringing up some sad memories. I will pick it up again after the holidays. Yeah, I mean, it is, and I talked about this before with Brenè's writing. Her writing is very approachable as far as like language, but the topics itself are very heavy. So it can be a quick read because it's easy to understand. She kind of breaks it down for you, but the topics are not very light. This is cute. I like all the inflatables, but the only issue with those is that like they look kind of silly once they're deflated. So during the day, if they're not on. They're just kind of like a pile of color on the ground, but I do like them when they're inflated. Really cute. Oh, the reindeers are taking a nap. They've gone to sleep for the night. So with shame, expressing how you feel and asking for what you need helps to eliminate it and helps to kind of have you heal with shame. We talked about last time, I gave the example of body image, right? We all, at some point or another, have experienced shame with how we look, right? Whether that has to do with our physical appearance or shame about like our age or anything like that. But, ooh, yes, thank you for sharing, Lynette. But that is a universal idea, right? It's not something that people have never experienced. We can all relate to it in some way. But sitting in silence about it and not actually addressing it and talking about it is going to make you more alone, right? And we talked about the sense of community and feeling like you belong in a group is going to help you to live longer. So everything is connected. I feel like things that I've been learning recently all tie in together, and they've been in like separate, I've learned them through separate venues, whether it be, a YouTube video or a podcast or a book. Everything eventually connects. And Brenè continues to talk about how society really plays an important role in our shame. And it's really, if you look at the issue, and again, I'm just going to use body image, right? You feel bad about the weight on the scale or the number on the scale or, how you fit in your clothes. But why do we feel this way? If we zoom out and actually look at this shame with a bigger magnifying glass or, zoom out, it really has everything to do with society, societal expectations of what we think we're supposed to look like, right? What society tells us we should be looking like. It has nothing to do, this is beautiful, I love the wreaths. It has nothing to do with what is actually true, if that makes sense, right? There's no rule or there's no number on the scale that shows, okay, if you weigh X amount of pounds, like this is the ideal. This is where you belong. Who says? I did a stream at Animal Kingdom Lodge, and that was really the core of it. Like, who is saying this? Right? Says who? And I feel like we always talk about like, oh, you know what they say? And it's like, well, who is they? And what are their credentials? And why do they matter? It's your life. Another thing that came up this week for me, I felt like everything was kind of tying into the book that I'm reading. It's just interesting because talking to one of my friends who is going through a breakup and is really reflecting on her role that she's played in the relationship and having that regret after and realizing, like I played a big part in the relationship ending. And she's like, I now realize this. I've had time to reflect, and this is not the person I want to be moving forward. And I'm like, wow, like I admire the fact that you did this reflection and that you now can move forward in your relationships and know that you don't want to be this way, right? And then she continued to tell me, she's like, yeah, but I want to kind of fight for this relationship. I'm not ready for it to be over. I feel like it is, but there's more that I need to say, and there's things I need to apologize for. So I told her, like, reach out to your ex and talk to him. And she responded with, yeah, but I know that, you're supposed to give the other person time and space, and you're not supposed to reach out right away. And I said to her, who said this? I'm like, is this what you are thinking, or is this what society says? And she's like, no, society. And I said, well, that's BS, right? Like, And she's like, no, I know. Because why are we abiding by these unwritten rules if it's going to make you feel better? It's not going to hurt the other person, physically harm them in any way. If it's going to make you feel better by expressing your regret and expressing your reflection, why do we have to wait X amount of days because society says that would be better? I'm like, that doesn't make sense to me. So she's like, you know what? You're right. She's like, but the role that I played in the relationship was not allowing him to, have his time. She's like, so I might just do that. So she's going to give him time because that's something that she learned in her relationship, as, she needed to give him the space that he needed. So I said, okay, if that's something that you learned and you're going to take with you, then do it. But don't do it because that is what society says. Leslie says, going through that now. Holiday weight again. Yep. Everybody, goes through these cycles, right? I feel like when we talk about body image, it's something that everyone can relate to, not just women, men as well. And it just makes it easier when talking about shame because it's something that we all resonate with, right? We have that connection. Yeah, Lynette, the examples she gives are excellent. She also talks about pregnancy, loss of pregnancy, infertility. And her book it really does give a lot of examples for women. And I think the book itself is geared towards women's shame. But I think the ideas are so universal that gender doesn't matter. So that's why I like that we're discussing it here on the stream, because I think there's a lot that men can learn as well. Lee says, and I've learned for me, that's where a collective helps me objectively see and properly process those emotions to heal my narrative and shame, quote unquote, feelings. Absolutely. Thanks for sharing that, Lee. And I feel like we're so afraid to be vulnerable and share our feelings around the ideas of shame and feeling guilty and just putting yourself in that position that we don't express it, and then we're stuck in our shame and we don't realize that other people have felt this way as well, and it diminishes those feelings over time. And we talked about on the last stream too, like just writing down your feelings. Maybe if you don't feel like you have a trustworthy person in your life, or if you feel like you don't have that community or that connection yet, you can write all this down and it will help you to process these feelings. I apologize for the shakiness of the video. I'm sorry, I'm really trying. Another thing that Brenè talks about is we protect ourselves by redirecting our feelings at another human, displacing, that's what she calls it, as a defense strategy when we feel shame. So whenever you're experiencing that like hostility, or someone, it seems like they're like attacking you, they're probably feeling super vulnerable and they're kind of wrapped up in their own shame. So don't take it personal, but maybe just pause and kind of acknowledge where they are in the moment and kind of reevaluate, okay, is this a conversation that needs to take place right now? And if so, how can I proceed in a mindful way of knowing where the other person is at, or maybe we need to put a pin in it and talk about it later. Thanks, Lynette. Really trying. And trying to stay warm at the same time. The sky looks really gorgeous, and I'm just trying to have you guys like experience what I am seeing, but I feel like the video can never do it justice. You just got to get down here and enjoy the Florida sky, because it is gorgeous this morning despite the chilly air. So, oh, I gotta switch arms. Oh, another thing I wanted to talk about on the stream was that, you know, if you've been watching me for a while, you know that the gym is really important to me, and I get up every day at 4 during the week so I can be at the gym by 5. I have my great community. You got to meet some of them earlier in the stream, which I love, and the gym is really important to me. So every year at Burn Boot Camp, they do this competition called Level Up Games. And this year was my 3rd year participating in the games. And there's always a series of 3 different workouts. And you find out the workouts a couple months in advance. And you get to practice these workouts. But the day of, you are with a counter and you go through the workouts, and usually they're timed, and it is a competition, but you know, you just kind of put yourself out there to see what you can do. You're putting yourself outside your comfort zone and challenging yourself to push past where you thought you can actually go, because it is not meant to be easy. So this year's Level Up Games was on Saturday. So I am still very sore. My upper body is in a lot of pain. So the fact that the gimbal is not working, my arms are killing me. So I apologize for the shakiness. But what I actually really wanted to talk about was that last year's Level Up Games, I actually placed in 3rd place in my division. And last year was a little bit different because they took the top 3 in each division, male and female, and we actually competed against another local gym in our area, and that was back in February, and I actually came in 1st place in my division for that. So that was my goal, was to, you know, take home the gold and come in 1st place. So I was super proud of myself. I actually did a lot of visualization and manifestation trying to work towards that goal, and I have a video all about that as well. I think I'll link it in the comments so you guys can check that out later if you haven't already looked at it. But it's all about visualization and how I achieved that goal. But this year I went in with the mindset of completing, not competing. That was my mindset for this year's Level Up Games, and I didn't place at all, and I'm okay with that. I just really wanted to be there with my community and just feel the energy and support in the room. And it was a super, super emotional, empowering, and inspiring day. But my body is trying to recover today. But the whole point of all of that is, whether you think you're going to win or not, you should always push yourself outside of your comfort zone and just try. If there's something that you really want to do, or if there's something you're scared of doing, that's when you know you should give it a shot, because beautiful things come out of that mindset and that action of just pushing past your comfort zone and pushing past your excuses, because you never know what the outcome will be. And I really think that's such an important lesson to take into this week. As we are like 2 weeks into December, I know this is a hectic month for a lot of people. And for some people, they have really great memories and experiences around the holidays, and some people don't, you know, and just being aware of that and realizing that we are all human, right? We're gonna need time to decompress. We're going to need time to spend with family. And some people don't have those strong connections with family. So just being aware of that and knowing that everybody has a story that will help you when you're experiencing like high stress throughout the rest of this month. Just know we're all in this together, right? And whether this is a stressful and sad time of year or a really positive but, erratic time of year for you, just understand that we're all in this together. Lynette says, I'm guilty of that. Anger is an easier emotion to let loose, unfortunately. It is. But anger is a secondary emotion. We've talked about this. And anger, if you're in the moment and you are able to be mindful about your angry emotions, kind of step back and reevaluate, okay, why am I feeling this anger? What is the hidden emotion behind anger? Because that is a secondary emotion. Is it shame? Is it guilt? Is it feeling sad? Because sometimes we mask our sadness with anger because we don't want to show our vulnerabilities. Isabella said, so you took it easy on them. You're talking about level up games? It was a tough one this year, I have to say. But I still showed up and I still, did my best. And that's all we could really ask for. So definitely important to push yourself out of your comfort zone. Do something that you've never done before and see where that takes you. We're going to come back into downtown celebration. Okay, thank you. This guy's letting me go, so I'm trying to go fast. Yes, Lynette, your word is cognizant. Love that. And again, I really think as we enter mid-December, I really think that my one word for next year is going to be peace. Because that is really what I'm trying to bring all of you in the morning. Just a sense of peace for an hour to kind of focus on yourself, reflect on the week, and just bring you some intentionality and some calmness before you start the crazy work week. The sun is up. I just wish it was warming me up. And again, a lot of my learnings for this week's Monday Motivation is coming from Brenè Brown's book. I thought it was just me, but it isn't. And again, looking at the idea of being worthy, pushing past your shame, being vulnerable, and allowing it is going to help you to heal. And if you haven't had a chance to check out Celebration, you should definitely come down here. It's such a cute little town. They do something for it seems like every holiday. There's always some sort of celebration or a decoration. And it's just a fun little spot to be. Let's go back to the lake. I love spending my time here at the lake in the morning. It's a great time to reflect, take some great photos of a sunrise, and just having a sense of calm before the day begins. Oh, I didn't get to say goodbye to my friend Gianna. She is visiting from New York. So, I love you. Text me later. What time is your flight again? 3, okay. All right. Bye, love you. What are you doing today? Oh, cake. Oh, let me know how it goes. She's going to the cake bake. What is it called?
The cake shop in the boardwalk.
Cake shop in the boardwalk. All right, we'll enjoy. All right, I'm sorry. I'll see you. Bye. Kaylee saying goodbye. All right. Yeah, she's going to the cake shop at the boardwalk. She has reservations there in Disney. So that'll be nice. Usually around the 7 o'clock hour, all of the birds in Celebration come out. I don't know what it is about this time, but that's when they're all coming out. So they're very vocal in the morning. But look at that beautiful, beautiful sunrise over the lake. Let's go down onto the boardwalk a little bit here. Got some, see, these crows are just squawking away. Yeah, it is breakfast time for the birds, that's for sure. And they have a really great diner here in Celebration. It's like right over there. So if you're ever in town, or if you're here for Disney and there's a day where you don't have park tickets, come on down to Celebration. It's about, honestly, depending on where you are in Disney, it's about a 10-minute drive, 10 to 15 minutes. And you can kind of get away from the hustle and bustle of Disney and just kind of check out a cute little area in Florida. All right, so here we go. I just want to thank you all for joining me this morning. Sorry I'm cutting the stream a little bit short, but I'm freezing. So I'm going to head out, but I want to acknowledge you for being here. I want to thank you so much for supporting my channel and showing up, for hitting that like button, for subscribing, and then maybe even becoming a Patreon. You can check out my Patreon link at patreon.com/learningwithlaw, and you can see which level is right for you. I do offer some group and private one-on-one coaching, so if that's something you're interested in, you want to dive deeper into some things that you want to discover about yourself or maybe transition in your life, definitely reach out to me. I do have my email in the description below, so you can check that out as well. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate all of you. Let's see. Sorry, I'm trying to catch up here. Shelly says, I'm not 100% yet, but leaning towards open for my one word. Ooh, I like that. Yes, love the Monday morning motivation. Thank you, Captain Kirk. Lee says, wow, forgot how gorgeous Celebration is. Thank you, Lauren. They used to have this New England restaurant that was pretty good too. It's literally right over there. It's the Celebration Town Tavern. So I go there a lot of Boston references there. So it's great. Thank you, Mark, for being here. Lynette, thanks for another great start to the week. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, Captain. Lady Kirk, thank you so much. Best way to start the week, be safe and warm up. Thank you. Yes, yes, yes. Hi, Shelly. Thank you, Lauren. Another fantastic stream. Great start to the week. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate you being here. If you feel that you learned something from the stream, great. I love it. Like I always say, take what resonates with you and leave the rest. If you want to share the stream, it's another compliment to me. So please do that. And I will see you next Monday for another live stream. Can't wait. Have a wonderful week, guys, and I'll see you soon.